So, I guess when it comes to being on the road or, performing in arenas all around the world, wrestlers are going to have a bunch of stories and tales that they can tell eventually. And fill us in on things that we might not have seen or been privy to. Well, today we got a compilation of over 20 minutes of funny WWE stories. So I'm looking forward to enjoying this with you guys. And I'd like for you to click the top link in the description to show some love to the original compiler of this video. Yes, that's right. Show the original creators some love. If you want to hang out with me and the flock live on Twitch for streams like this and bonus stuff that you don't see on YouTube, click the Twitch link. I've also got a bonus Patreon with over 200 hours of content that you cannot see on YouTube. It's all wrestling related. It's all free. Yes, it's all free. Click the Patreon link. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. I stepped right into the video, bro. Play.
You both, I don't know if it was on purpose.
This is awkward.
I feel like it went over the rope at the same exact time.
And I see them both land. I went, oh,
That wasn't planned, I'm sure.
It was not.
Thank God we landed when we did. Kind of, at the same time, It was a miracle.
That is crazy. What are the chances that some shit like that happens?
It happened. It's my fault. I can't flip backwards.
No.
It's totally my fault.
And I totally take blame for it because I went over. I knew what the finish was, and I just went over.
As we trust the process, out comes Vince McMahon.
And then when I saw Vince coming down, I was
mad as hell.
And we're like, oh, great. This is going to be fixed.
I get through the curtain and all I see is him go to dive in, go to stand up and just, oh, this is odd.
He tears both his quads getting into the ring. Woo! Oh,
Both
no.
fucking quads is
During
crazy.
the match, I didn't know why he was sitting there. I had no idea what was going on, and I was just worried about the match.
I cannot believe Vince with 2 torn quads was able to speak to us and tell us exactly what to do.
It was the next day. Somebody immediately said Vince wants to see you.
Bro, I'm looking at Vince's face from the floor. He is fucking whipping through the pain. He laid something wrong. He just tilted his fucking wrong.
I didn't realize during the match, I didn't know why he was sitting there. I had no idea what was going on, and I was just worried about the match.
I cannot believe Vince with 2 torn quads was able to speak to us and
Off
tell
his
us
fucking
exactly.
face. Yeah, I don't know why Firefox is fucking lagging so bad. I clicked the pause a while ago. This is pissing me off. Whatever, fuck it, we'll do it live.
What to do.
It was the next day. Somebody
Dude, this
immediately
is-
said Vince
why are
wants
you
to see
fucking
in
up the
his
video
office,
like
and I was
this?
like, here it comes. And I walk into his office, and he walks in, and he just starts laughing. And he's laughing at the top of his lungs, ha, 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 ha. And I was like, you're not gonna fire me? And he goes, no, I loved it. It was real.
Let's take a look at one of the funniest rips in WWE history. The
That's
time
wild.
that Edge thought he was actually going to get his head shaved. Leading up to the classic hair versus hair match with Kurt Angle, Edge was convinced that he was going to lose the match. Both Vince McMahon
man.
and Kurt Angle played along, making Edge believe the finish was set for him to have his head shaved in front.
Yo, nah. Why does he look like Austin Theory, low-key? No, bald Edge gotta go. Yo, that shit is chopped. Ew. Why you look like that?
Front of everyone. Edge was so stressed and depressed, thinking that he was about to go bald on live TV. And let's listen to Kurt Angle tell the story of this legendary prank.
What happened was I knew I was losing my hair. Sure. So Vince came to me and said, listen, I don't know if you know it, but you're losing your hair. That's what he said. I said, I think I know, Vince. He said, well, I want to have a hair versus hair match against Edge. Yeah. You against Edge. And obviously Edge will win and he'll shave your head.
Yeah.
I said, that's cool, Vince. I'm fine with that. He goes, well, I just want you to have a better look because you are going bald. But he said, listen, don't tell Edge. I said, why not? He goes, well, I'm going to tell him he's losing.
He said, "Don't tell
You're
Edge."
gonna
By the
shave
way,
his head. And so when we told Edge, he had this boo-boo face. He wanted to cry, and it was like he pulled me aside and said, "Listen, I don't know how I'm gonna look bald. My head is really ugly."
oh
I said,
man.
"I'm sorry, Edge, but I'm gonna have to shave that head at the pay-per-view." And he
Boss's
was so
orders.
upset. And
Why do you
then,
have
the
him
day of the
stressed
pay-per-view,
out
we
like
still
that,
didn't
man?
tell
Come
him.
on.
And he's up in the rafters, and he's like all depressed, and I'm like telling Vince, "Look up at the rafters. He's way up there. He won't come down." And he's like, "Well, I'll tell him in a few minutes." So he ended up breaking the
Also,
edge, and
great
Vince,
deep shit.
ended up getting happy at that time.
Yeah.
Joshua,
And
how
he
are you?
eventually
Call.
went and shaved his head, but what a rib to put on Edge.
It's so great because
Hey,
he
bro,
still
how are you?
remembers it
Thank you, thank
because
you.
He was down here, sitting where you're sitting,
Oh, really?
going, "Yeah, they told me that I was going to lose, and I was worried about losing all my hair." The guy still
That
has
is
a
funny
perfect
as
head of hair.
hell.
He should
Yeah, I
never
know,
shave
I
it.
know.
Sometimes the past comes back to bite you, especially in wrestling. In 2011, William Regal was trying to keep things serious on WWE Superstars, but that plan went out the window thanks to one simple prank. Instead of his usual dignified entrance music, production decided to play his old theme, the hilariously over-the-top Real Man's Man song, you know, this one. Regal's reaction was priceless. He walked out, did a double take, and just had to roll with it. The crowd ate it up,
Aw.
and Regal was left standing there, probably reliving every
Homer, how are
moment
you? Cool.
from his old gimmick.
Got a fucking
For
penguin?
years, wrestlers have tried to make The Undertaker crack a smile,
That's adorable.
and most have failed miserably. But in 2001, Stone Cold Steve Austin finally pulled off the impossible. Backstage before the Invasion pay-per-view, Vince McMahon was given a pep talk to Team WWF, and that's when Austin basically started repeating every single word in real time.
Kane, Undertaker, we do have a deal. We got a deal.
You could see it happen. Taker was trying so hard not to laugh.
What the
he snapped
hell?
at Austin and said, "Shut up."
And Stone Cold, shut up.
But Austin just kept going, and eventually the dead man had to hide his face because even he couldn't keep a straight face anymore. The Big Show has had his fair share of embarrassing moments, but this one was orchestrated by the boss himself. During a special SmackDown Christmas episode, Big Show was tasked with playing Santa Claus in the middle of the ring. He probably thought it was just another night of holiday fun until he sat down on the Santa
That's a
chair.
big dude,
What he
man.
didn't know was that Vince had the chair rigged to collapse, and the moment Show took a seat, the chair exploded, sending him tumbling to the mat. The look on his face said it all. There was some shock and confusion, but afterwards you could see a hint
He was
of not
nervous
missing
as shit, I bet. Like,
Backstage, Vince was laughing his head off at the prank, and the WWE Universe got another classic big guy takes a fall moment, and the Big Show
that
was
fucking
left to pick
evil
himself
ass
up literally
reaction
and
image of
figuratively
Vince
after
laughing. I
another
need that. Great.
unforgettable
It's
prank.
that.
In a shoot interview, Eddie Guerrero told the story of a night that started with a few drinks and ended with him waking up looking a lot different than before. While Eddie Guerrero was out cold, the Nasty Boys decided to take things up a notch. They shaved off his eyebrows and gave him a haircut that he definitely did not
Oh
have.
no! Don't do this to my goat. Don't do this to my goat. My goat! Why? Yo, he just looks wrong. No, hey, yo. All right, Flock, listen. If there's one thing, two things you have to keep in good health, right? It's your eyebrows and your fucking teeth. Your eyebrows and your teeth. No eyebrows? You instantly look like you're up to something, bro. That's crazy. You gotta pull that fucking hat down a little bit lower, but cover that shit. Nah, twin.
Ask for. Eddie had to roll with the punches, even using his new look during a stint with New Japan. But according to his autobiography, he never
What
really
the
got over
hell?
what happened. He never forgave the Nasty Boys for taking the joke a little too far, and this is him explaining the prank in greater detail.
I can tell how they shaved my eyebrows. The Nasty Boys, thanks to them. Oh yeah, they got me good.
Not like this.
Which time? No, it was this first time.
That's great.
Just in the plane, drinking and drugging.
Right.
Yeah, they gimmicked my beer, the Halcyons, and I don't know what else. So I was out, man, and they shaved my eyebrows, and not only that.
Yeah, this mob was a temporary one. I do like it though.
But they told me that.
But I feel like the boobs are distracting. High key.
That the stewardesses came by and said, "You can't be like that." And Chris got a blanket and put it over.
Stop looking. Watch the video, bro. Stop looking.
Stuff like that.
Watch the video.
That I remember. They left
Eddie Guerrero speaking. Stop looking. Watch the video, bro.
They shaved my eyebrows. They cut my bangs. They cut a little triangle on my head. Shaved a triangle on my head. So you can imagine, I look like Frankenstein.
Dude, he had to really wrestle like that?
They left a little hip mustache on me. Oh,
that's
man.
great.
What video?
Back in 1999, Al Snow was part of one of the wackiest WWE angles ever. His dog Peppa went missing, and to drum up attention, Al Snow started handing out missing posters with a reward for Peppa's safe return. Here's where things get wild though. Instead of using a fake number,
this is kind of
Al Snow
crazy.
thought it would be hilarious to use Val Venus's real phone number on the posters. You can imagine what happened next. Venus was
They have people calling Val Vetus, bro. That's not funny. I would beat someone's ass for this. What do we do? Why would they composing a real number? Fuck the assholes, man.
absolutely flooded with calls from wrestling fans all over the country, and it's safe to say that he probably had to change his number pretty quick to escape the Attitude Era crowd's non-stop calling. Speaking of phone pranks, Owen Hart was in a league of his own. The guy was legendary for his sense of humor.
Oh, Owen Hart was a goat. I remember that.
Picking up the phone and messing with people, especially his own family. Bret Hart actually tells a story about Owen Hart calling their dad Stu, pretending to be one of Stu's friend. And at first, Owen was all nice, playing the role of a friendly acquaintance. And then out of nowhere, he flipped the switch and started giving his dad a hard time, all while keeping up the act for as long as he could. And this is Bret Hart telling the story of what happened next.
And my dad gets on, it's like how the hell are you, Reg? And Reg, how you? You know, they're laughing, and Owen's kind of playing along with it, and they're having a couple of good chatting away just like the real Reg would. And then all of a sudden, Owen just turns on my dad and like, Stu, you never had the balls to try me or something. That was what it was. You never had the balls to try me. And he kept saying it to Stu and calling Stu out on the phone and calling him that he wanted Stu to fight him in the lobby of the hotel.
And what the hell?
My dad's face.
Is your dad all wound up like that?
First it was like, how the hell are you, Reg, and all that. And a minute later, it's, Reg, if you wanted to try me, why didn't you try me? And I remember he got so worked up. I remember Owen kept taking it further and further and further until it got hysterical and he couldn't take it anymore. And my dad kept getting more and more wound up until I was actually like, thinking I might have to step in and take the phone from him. And all of a sudden, my dad, I remember he slammed the phone down and sat on the bed in his nightshirt. I remember he was just shaking his head, and he looked at me, he goes, that lousy Owen, he got me. Because Owen finally just said, it's me, Owen, I'm pulling your leg. And it was, you know, it really was the funniest. I think
just had to waste his time. Just to let you know, this shit could happen to anybody, Pops.
Caller. However, sometimes his victims caught on right away. Take Bob Holly, for example. Owen tried calling him and tried to disguise his voice, but Bob figured it out almost instantly.
You wanted to have a cot delivered to your room?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's real cold outside. Is there a way we can meet halfway and you can take it from downstairs up?
Sure, Owen. What do you want?
What could you do to take it, sir?
Hey, just tell Owen Hart that he can sleep outside on that cot.
I don't want to sleep on no cot.
I would not want to mess with Bob Holly, man. Hell no.
The real magic happened. One of the all-time classic pranks was Owen and Davey Boy Smith calling Sonny, pretending to be employees from Domino's Pizza, and they put their best customer service voices spitting a story about a pizza delivery gone wrong just to hear Sonny's reaction, and this is a priceless call. We have to take a listen.
What are you doing? Watching TV. Can you open your door? Me and Maddie, we want to show you something.
Sonny was so pretty back then. Holy shit.
No. What, did you get a bed?
No, I called my room and said, "You want to roll away bed?" I said, "No, I don't."
We'll be over in a minute. I want you to hear this, okay? It's Tony from Domino's Pizza. We had a problem trying to get a pizza delivered to you.
We don't want any pizza.
Ma'am, you wouldn't listen to me. I'm trying to apologize, all right? Hello?
Yes.
Yes. We tried to deliver a pizza to you. Is that correct?
No, you didn't try. Well, you tried to offer me a pizza. I don't want any pizza.
I understand that, but there was a gentleman that got on the phone and was very rude.
Well, look, we're busy right here.
Well, ma'am, we're busy trying to make a living, too, all right? And
you know, I can't believe, I don't know how you got my room number. I don't know if it's from downstairs or I don't know where it's from.
We call the different hotel chains that we supply pizzas to.
I'm telling you very nicely.
Ma'am, you're not being very nice to me at all right now.
I told you I don't want any pizza.
I've been selling pizzas for 12 years, ma'am. I've never had a problem. People are always appreciative, and we supply a pizza that's rich.
Why do we actually have this call recorded?
We don't expect to be treated rudely.
How did you get this room number?
I dialed the... ma'am?
Yes?
Where's the gentleman of the house, please?
The gentleman of the house?
The man that was rude to me earlier.
The man that was rude to you earlier? Nobody was rude to you earlier. I'd like to know how you got our room number, please.
Ma'am, we deal with hotel chains all over Boston and Revere area.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to get frustrated.
I'm not frustrated, ma'am, but we dial miscellaneously through different hotels, and we offer pizzas, and people are very appreciative of what we do.
Okay, we appreciate the service. We aren't interested in pizza.
How is he not breaking character?
Right now, and we'd like to
I'll be giggling like a fucking schoolgirl.
All right, my manager would like to apologize and make sure that there's no formal complaints filed against me.
There is no formal complaints filed against you.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, I'm the manager.
Yes.
I'm very sorry.
Okay.
The new employee is trying to make a living.
I understand that. I'm just saying that we would not like to be disturbed.
Stop. Why the accent?
We're in from out of town. We're not interested in being disturbed.
Well, why the accent,
I just don't want you to call back our room.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we'd like you to have a good time in Boston.
Yes, we're going to have a wonderful time in Boston. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Pizza?
We do not want pizza, and we do not want you to call the room, nor do we want you to disturb us again, okay? Is that understood? Thank you.
Even the most heartfelt moments in wrestling aren't safe from a well-timed prank. When Beth Phoenix delivered her Hall of Fame speech, she was
You got more championships? Holy shit, which one did you get?
Edge. But just as she mentioned his name, you heard this. The crowd erupted, Edge looked so embarrassed, and Beth couldn't hide her laughter, loving every second of it. It wasn't mean, it wasn't over the top, it was just a perfectly timed, good-natured rib that made a special moment even more unforgettable. At Bad Blood 2003, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Eric Bischoff found themselves in a redneck triathlon. If you think that sounds rough, just wait, it got a whole lot worse. The final round saw Bischoff on the receiving end of a Bronco Buster from none other than Mae Young. But the real horror came courtesy of a backstage prankster. Someone had the bright idea to stuff sardines into his underwear before the move, and Bischoff had no clue what was coming.
They put the fishy old coochie in your face? The fishy coochie? Excessive the fishy coochie? Stop. Yeah, fine. Stop. You got dusk panties from now. Alright. The
When Mae hit her signature move, Bischoff's reaction was priceless, as he was totally caught off guard by the unexpected stench. It wasn't just gross, it was downright diabolical. When he was scheduled to face Sin Cara,
that's
Vince McMahon
crazy.
decided to pull a fast one on him. Mark Henry stood in the ring ready for battle, but Sin Cara never came out. Mark was furious. He stormed around the ring, demanded answers, and eventually just snapped when he got to the backstage area, destroying everything in sight. It wasn't just a prank gone wrong, it was the spark that actually lit the fire for the Hall of Pain character. This is Mark Henry explaining his frustration with the disrespect.
That's actually cool that turned into
the Hall of Pain character. 2011 was when you went out to the ring. Sin Cara was supposed to come out and join you for a match, and he wasn't there. It was a rib. It was a prank. At what point during you standing in the ring, looking very angry, by the way, at what point did you realize he's not coming out? They ribbed me.
When I looked at Scott Armstrong and he said, "It's not me," and he had fear in his eyes, and you can smell fear and you can see it.
She been about to fucking cry.
Deadly afraid.
Bro, it's not me.
And I asked for the microphone, and I started talking, and they turned the microphone off. And I said,
"Oh hell no."
Okay, I get it. And like that was one of the maddest times. That was the maddest that I'd ever been at that point. And I'm just glad that they had, got in the limo and drove off, because the conversation that we're having right now may not have happened, because I'd have whooped all their ass. And I don't know if I could have controlled myself as mad as I was back then.
That's a big dude. I don't know if I want to be on the fucking the opposite end of an angry Mark Henry.
I felt trivialized out of all the work that I did, like all of the sacrificing. And people say, "Oh, you got paid a lot of money." You know what, man? I didn't get paid enough money to dummy down my pride and my respect as a man. There ain't no price for that. When that
Better
happened,
kiss him on his hot mouth. He's
like,
feeling romantical.
I'm expendable. I'm useless to them. They don't respect me. That's kind of feeling that it was. I was able to say my piece to Vince and everybody involved. Like, just know who I am, because that won't ever happen again. If it does, like, us talking will not be an option. And I quit. And
oh hell no,
man, I probably owe my wife more of a apology and thank you, because she was the one that got me to come back to wrestling and go and talk to them again, because I didn't have any interest on coming back. And then none of the things after 11 would have happened if that was the case.
Did they like stick you with a bill? Like, hey, you broke all this stuff, by the way.
No, they ain't never mentioned none of that to me. I'm glad they didn't.
He said you not have to pay for any of that, bro. You do not have to pay for that.
What was the purpose behind this prank? Like,
hell
did
no.
Vince just think this was going to be funny?
Vince just thought it was funny. He said that he thought it was funny, and they wanted to get to the cars and get to the airport, and that was going to give them time to get out of there without no traffic. Not thinking, how's Mark gonna feel after this?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell they was thinking.
I felt bad for Scott
yeah,
Armstrong.
I think they learned their lesson not to fuck with him after that. Like, okay, well.
He doesn't know what to say. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And you just look like every second that ticks by, you just got angrier and angrier, it looked like.
Yeah, it was bad.
But look,
Chris has got some really good interviews on his
so
channel too. If you guys haven't checked them out,
you never know what is going to happen from something that occurs in your life.
One of Chris Jericho's favorite pranks happened on a Japan tour with Ted DiBiase Jr. The night started out uneventful. Most of the crew was heading up to their rooms, but DiBiase got left behind for a moment, and as he stepped out of the lobby, he saw Chris Jericho standing over a passed out drunk guy on the sidewalk, fists clenched, yelling, "You see what you get? Who's tough now, huh?" And DiBiase panicked. He thought that Jericho had just attacked a local, and he started freaking out, telling him to run, get a lawyer, and even call the embassy. The whole time, Jericho was barely keeping a straight face, and then the rest of the guys burst out laughing from the shadows. It turned out to be nothing more than a perfectly staged prank. In 2003, Brock Lesnar and Big Show had a stretcher match.
Panic,
this
like,
is where Lesnar decided to have some extra fun with the Big Show Show, who was terrified of
God
heights.
damn.
Naturally, Brock Lesnar decided to crank things up a notch by using a forklift to hoist Big Show 30 feet in the air. Big Show later admitted
that's
that
funny
the
as
height
hell.
wasn't planned, at least not that high. While Show was up there, Lesnar was laughing his face off. If you watch the footage, you can actually see Brock.
Can I pause the video? Jeez. Yeah, aside from the technical difficulties caused by my browser for these reactions, this is great. I'm gonna liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. I would have done more pauses and stuff throughout it, but I didn't want the video to get super cooked. Either way, this is great. Click that top link in the description. Don't be weird. Show love to the original creator, or I will find you. I will put you under it. I will make sure a single underarm has not been washed to put you under it. I will put you under a single sweaty pit. Show love. Do it now. Do it right now. Middle of the sentence. Wanting out with me in the Flock Live on Twitch? Click that Twitch link in the description. Do it. You can do it. There's also a Patreon with over 200 hours of bonus content. It's free. Include that if you want some more videos that I can't put on the tubes. The tubes. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Don't be weird. Patty City, ooh. Thank you so much to those of you that have made it over to the Patreon. I appreciate you.